Hello everyone, welcome to the When at Work podcast. You're with the host Julian Leahy. Today I'm joined by Colin Thompson and Brooke Greening. Welcome to the show, guests.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here.
Let's do it. Right, we got all set up eventually. Let's load the board. Now, Colin, you can kick things off. I'll read the categories. First category is Oahu. The long and the short of it. Rituals starts with A, the universe, and word origins. What would you like, Colin?
Oh, no.
Ooh. Starts with A.
Starts with A, I'll assume, for 100.
For 200.
Oh, okay, we'll do that one next. 100. Mass for Massachusetts, for example, starts with an A. What is it?
What is an abbreviation?
Abbreviation is correct. Well done, Colin. Kick things off straight away with a correct answer. What would you like next? Should we do starts with an A 200, which was the one you wanted?
Starts. That's kind of leading. But yes, starts with A for 200.
Yeah, I'm leading you into that one. From Greek, A, not, and methi, wine, this gem was once thought of as a remedy for intoxication. It's a gem starting with an A, and the name has something to do with, not wine or anti-wine, anti-alcohol. It's a Greek word, but it's a gem starting with an A. That's the best clue.
What is amaranthus?
I know what you're saying. I don't know how to say it either, but it's lots of T's and Y's and S's. Amethyst, I think it might be. Amethyst is correct. Well done, Colin. That's two in a row. You're still in control. You're on 300. What would you like?
I'm not able to see the categories, but I think the long and the short of it for 100.
Long and the short of it for 100. An edible fat such as lard that is used to make pastry flaky. It's either long something or short something.
What is short bread?
That's a good answer. I'm going to go over to Brooke there. Do you have any idea?
No. Okay.
Is it shortening?
Shortening is the one, yeah.
Okay.
Colin, I did the exact same thing in my brain. I said shortbread, and then I read the question again. I went, oh no, it's something else. Brooke, you're on the board now for 100 and in control. What would you like?
Yeah. Oh boy. Let's try the long and short of it for 200.
Long and short of it for 200. Isaac Pitman invented a system of this in the 1830s, decades before John Robert Gregg. And I don't know who either of those people are.
I don't either. I'm just trying to think of words that have long or short in it.
Long boards. Long jump.
Yeah, that's it. Long Johns.
Long Johns.
Oh, it's a system. No, that won't work. It's a system.
Ooh, system.
I don't know.
The one I can think of is
short cycle. I don't know.
When your young kids need help with their elementary maths homework. I don't know if that's a system or not. Probably not.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking long division, but I have no
idea. You can take it. You can take it away from me, Colin.
Go on, Colin. Jump in. If you just have a crack, you won't get penalised.
What is shorthand?
Shorthand. Oh, that is a system. That's a good answer. And it's correct. Well done, Colin. Terrific.
Nice.
Nobody had any idea.
We are reaching, boy.
Colin threw a big Mahomes Hail Mary and got a touchdown. What would you like, Colin?
That'd be Daniels, but go ahead. Okay, so what is the long and the short of it for 300?
Long and the short of it for 300. This 19th century poet mastered many languages, including Dutch, Swedish, Finnish, and Provençal. Oh, man, I don't know my poets. Long or short of it? Long. No. Have to leave it to the professionals. I have no idea.
Who is Longfellow?
Longfellow.
Oh.
I'm starting to think
Are you
you're a
Googling
bit
these
of a
questions?
genius. Secret genius. Colin
Right.
got it. 800
Okay.
points. Wow.
Good job.
Ooh.
It's people, they come on here and they
nervous
say,
now.
I'm not going to do good at this, and then they just start nailing questions all over the place.
I was just thinking of a name. Okay, the long and short of it for 400.
Long and short of it, 400. Since 1968, this renowned entertainer has tickled the ivories at Manhattan's Cafe Carlyle. He's probably dead. This episode came out in about 1990 something. A famous piano player, long or short. Piano guys, what we got? Billy Joel. We got Burt Baccarat or something. Barry Manilow. Does he play piano? I don't know.
Oh, that has low in it.
Ooh.
Oh, it has low, not
Yeah,
long.
not long.
But
Who is Shorty Font?
Shorty Fox. Is this a piano player? Let's take a look. Bobby Short is who we were looking for. Anyone heard of Bobby Short? You guys heard of him?
No.
No, me either. Sorry, Bobby.
Nope.
Rest in peace. Colin.
Okay, starts with A for 300.
Starts with A for 300. The white of an egg. Not the yolk. I just call it the white.
A?
Yeah, the white of an egg. I think it's something to do with like...
A.
You know, what's that Italian sauce? It's just like egg and oil. It's like aioli or something.
mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Belinda? Sorry. Did I just butcher that name? Brooke.
I don't know who Belinda is.
This is going to happen. You'll notice a pattern. I just remember the first letter.
No, you're good. I have eggs every single day, and I just call it the white of the egg. I have no idea. I can try aioli, like to try to get some points on the board, but I don't. I have no idea what the A is.
Let's take a look. Albumin.
Oh.
I think I've heard of it, but I would never in a million years get that one.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Colin, I think you're still in
That's
control.
crazy. Okay, starts with A for 400.
400 starts with A. This plant got its name from the Native Americans using it to draw poison from certain types of wounds.
This is not correct. I'm going to say, what is aloe?
Aloe.
That's what I was gonna say.
Let's take a look.
Aloe soothes.
I believe in you, Colin. It's arrowroot.
Oh.
We have a biscuit here called arrowroot, but yeah. Colin, what would you like?
Ooh, these 500 look scary. The long and short of it for 500.
500, long and short of it. Even though he was Teddy Roosevelt's son-in-law, he supported W.H. Taft in the 1912 presidential campaign, and it's the long and short of it. It's Teddy Roosevelt's son-in-law. Somebody long or somebody short.
Who was Mr. Short?
You cheeky devil, Colin.
If you don't get it right, I'm guessing Mr. Long.
Look, I'm gonna pay. So we got a Mr. Long and a Mr. Short. Oh, sorry. It is Longworth. Not quite.
Oh,
I like the strategy though. Adaptive. Colin, what would you like?
Yeah, starts with the A for 500.
Starts with an A for 500. Term for any medicine such as aspirin that reduces or eliminates pain. Oh, I got it.
What is an
Be careful how you do this next bit.
analgesic?
Say it again. Say it again. He said,
Analgesic.
well, look, almost you got it, but you kind of just, the last syllable just kind of melted into goo.
Analgesic.
Oh, I'm going to play that one. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Analgesic, you got it. Well done, Colin. You stuck to it. I knew you had it. You just had to put the letters in the right order. What would you like next?
Yeah, can you please read the columns again, the titles?
So what we've got left is Oahu, which is one of the islands in Hawaii, rituals, the universe, and word origins.
Okay, I've been teaching my son about the universe, so the universe.
The universe for 100, Colin?
For 100.
As the constellation Ursa Minor is the little bear, Leo Minor is this.
Would that be Ursa Major? Oh, no, I did wrong.
I'm just going to say is the big bear.
I'll give you guys a clue. Minor is the size thing, which is little. The animal is the other bit one. Which is
little lion.
It's
little
a lion.
lion.
You got it.
Little lion.
Little lion is what we were looking for. Well done, Brooke.
Is it my turn or
It's
no?
your turn. You're in control.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm in control. This is exciting. All right, let's try the universe for 200.
Universe 200 of elliptical, spiral, or irregular shape of the Milky Way galaxy. Which is it? Elliptical, spiral, or irregular?
Oh.
Just think about the chocolate bar on the wrapper.
Oh.
Do they have the picture of it on the wrapper in America?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's go for elliptical.
I will say irregular shape.
I'm going to say spiral. Spiral, Julian.
I was between elliptical and spiral. Okay.
That's only because of my chocolate consumption.
See, I am allergic to chocolate, so I can't.
Oh.
My kids love it, but I am unfortunately allergic to it.
How do you get that? I want to get that.
Yeah, it came later in life. We figured it out.
Okay.
It's actually chocolate, things that are acidic, all that stuff. Coffee. It was a sad day when they told me that.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Let's go for the universe 300.
Universe 300, an area in space where the pull of gravity is so strong nothing can escape, not even light.
Is that called the black hole?
Think so.
I'm going to try black hole.
Black hole is correct. Well done.
Woohoo! This is fun. Okay. And then the universe 400.
Universe 400, brightest star in constellation Centaurus. Its planetary system was the destination in Lost in Space, which was a 50s sci-fi TV show with a robot. They used to go, "Danger, Will Robinson."
Oh, yeah.
They remade it with a movie with Matt LeBlanc from Friends, I think. But anyway,
I don't know the answer to
star
this.
we're looking for. Colin, any idea?
No way.
The only star is
The
sun,
star,
and that's right.
Starticus.
Starticus.
Oh, there you go.
It's Alpha Centurion. Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri.
I have heard of
okay.
that, but
Now the name rings familiar.
I wouldn't even known what it was when I heard it. All right, are you
Yeah.
still in control, Brooke?
All right, let's try rituals for 100.
Rituals for 100. Someone says, God bless after you do this. It's said to keep your soul from wandering.
When you sneeze.
When you sneeze is correct. Or
Rituals for
in my house, they say, get a tissue.
We say all of the above.
Brooke.
Bless you. Rituals for 200.
Rituals for 200. The Duchess of Bedford brought this afternoon custom to England about 1840. The Duchess of...
Tea.
brought
Having
this
tea.
afternoon custom. Afternoon tea, says Brooke, is correct. Well done. You had it before I'd even managed to understand what the heck I was reading.
Well, I can see it, thankfully, so I can read it.
Can you read the score? What score is?
You're on 1,300. Brooke's on 800. Colin's starting to get a little
Coming
bit
back.
of sweat on his brow. She's catching up.
I am just thankful we have points on the board. Let's go for rituals 300.
Rituals for 300. For frogs, it's singing the night away. For boobies, dancing, whistling, and pointing at the sky. Now, there is a booby that is a bird. I just need to point out.
Thank you. I thought it was something. For frogs, it's
both
singing
of
in the
them
night.
would be great.
For birds, dancing and pointing at the sky. But it's a ritual?
Yeah, ritual. Frogs do it. And boobies do it.
Croaking?
Something like that.
Can I try? What is courting?
Courting. Okay. I'll accept anything to do with mating rituals. Mating ritual.
Oh, yeah,
Colin, well done.
Good job, Colin.
Woo! Back in the game, baby.
It's good.
What is the last column to the rightmost?
Right is word origins. The other one is Oahu.
Let's do word origins for 300.
Word origins for 300.
Word origins. Not oranges. Oranges.
Yeah.
Oh,
The name of this game is Chinese for house sparrow, a picture on one of the tiles. Okay, we're looking for a word, and it's a game. And it means...
I think I know this.
House sparrow, and it's a picture of one. So it's got tiles. A game with tiles, and it's Chinese. It's now
China. So I should know this, right?
Yeah, man. Okay, if you see any old Chinese ladies in the afternoon playing,
You're giving him so many clues.
playing this,
Well, I know the game. Mahjong. What is mahjong?
that's what I think it is. Segler.
What is mahjong?
That's what I think it is.
Mahjong.
Yeah.
Let me just make that bigger.
Yeah, of course it is.
It is correct. Well done, Colin.
Good job.
You're in control, Colin. What would you like?
It's a very hard game to play.
Yeah, it looks hard.
That same column for 500.
Word origins 500. The name of this part of a camera was derived from its resemblance to a lentil seed.
What is the lens?
Lens is correct. Well done.
Here we go.
Colin, you're really solidifying the
I
lead
thought you were
here.
going to ask for the country of origin for these things. Okay. Yeah, country of origin for 400.
Word origins 400. An Irishman with this accent might be putting his foot in his mouth because this word means shoe also. It's a name of the Irish accent. So people from Ireland, they talk... Okay, I'm not going to do an Irish accent. And it's also the name of a type of shoe.
What?
Go, Colin.
What is a limerick?
Good answer, but not. I don't think it's the one we're looking for. Have you seen these black leather shoes? And they got like a fancy kind of... almost like a leather...
Is it the sole?
On the outside of the leather, not on the sole. Like they got fancy kind of embroidery on the leather. That's the shoe.
Might be putting his foot in his mouth.
They're kind of an old-fashioned shoe. But what we're looking for is brogue. So the Irish brogue and brogue is a shoe. Oh, no. If you were from the UK, you would know this one. Or maybe Australia. Who's in control? I'm not. Colin, I think you're in control.
Yes. The second to last column on the right for 500.
That's universe for 500. A supernova explosion observed by the Chinese in 1054 left this hazy cloud in Taurus. The only one I know is the Big Bang, but that was the one that started it all, so it can't be that one. Supernova explosion, who knows? How did the Chinese observe it in 1054?
I defer my time to Brooke.
Yeah, he's opting out of this one.
Is what?
He's conceded defeat on this question. You could answer at any time, but I think we might have to just have a look.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Nobody knows.
I have no idea.
It's called
nuclear
Crab Nebula.
Oh, yep. Just right on the tip of my tongue.
That must be where they get the... what was that star sign with the crab? Cancer?
Oh, okay.
Must be that one. You're still in control. Colin.
Word origins for 200.
Word origins 200. It's the pace at which pilgrims rode to Canterbury. The pace at which pilgrims rode to Canterbury. They were on horseback, I think. Did they ride fast or did they ride slow? And what are the names for each of those?
What is a gallop?
Good answer, Colin. The other one would be, what's the little one with a gallop?
Trot. The trot?
Trot is the other one. All right, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. It doesn't look like either. Canter. It's kind of in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Where they sort of jogged
Canter.
in.
To the side, right.
Wow, that was tough. Colin, what would you like?
Yes. Word origins for 100.
Word origins 100. Imitation diamonds. They were originally gems obtained from a certain German river. Imitation diamonds. Do you know this one, Brooke?
What?
Oh, this one.
What is a cubic zirconia?
Well done. I thought it was Diamante.
It comes from late night infomercial.
Whoa, hang on. We've got a little bit of a spanner in the works. It's rhinestone. But cubic zirconia is
because of the Rhine River in German.
Yeah. The cubic zirconia is like, it is a diamond still, I think, but it's not a naturally occurring one. It's made in a lab, whereas a rhinestone is just something that they would pretend was, I don't know.
Not even diamond.
Rhinestone.
And from the Rhine River in Germany, yeah.
Colin,
that makes sense.
Okay. And I apologize again. I can't read the things. The third column is
rituals.
Okay, rituals for 500.
500. To aid a patient, a Navajo medicine man would paint a ritual design in this medium. If you've seen the Predator movie with the Native Americans,
right? But I don't remember.
What medium did they have at hand? They didn't have acrylic paint.
To aid a patient.
Sorry, Colin?
Oh, in this medium. What is blood?
Good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke, you have any idea?
Because we're just trying to figure out the medium of what they did. I think blood is a good answer, but probably something in regards to like the plants and the residue that it has.
My guess.
Oh! I got it. It's too late.
Yeah, too late. You locked it in. With Regis. I would have said
what is mud?
sand.
What is mud?
Yeah, sand or mud.
Oh, Yep.
Only because I think I've seen that in a movie. That's what it was. Sand. Yeah. Luckily, you didn't get penalised though, so never mind. What would you like, Colin?
Okay, I'm gonna just go for it. Oahu for 300.
Oahu for 300. A tower topped by a giant pineapple stands atop this company's Cannery Square. Oh, have you been to Hawaii? I have never been there, so.
Oh, I think I know.
Go, shoot.
Maybe.
What is?
Go ahead.
Dole.
I was gonna say that. Doles.
Brooke, you're being too polite. You just got to shoot the answer when you.
I thought if. Wait. Hold on. I thought if he got to ask the question, he had the first chance to answer it.
Right?
Well, you have been very polite, and I didn't really clarify, but you can actually just holler the answer. But I'm going to give it to Colin. Okay. Now you can start just shooting.
All right, here we go.
Shooting.
All right.
As soon as you get it.
Okay, with 5 more. Okay.
Got it.
5 more. Now we get. Okay, I get. Okay.
Now we're going.
Poor Brooke. She's thinking.
So
perfect.
A bit late
I'm going to just Oahu for 500.
500. Oahu.
There we
Marisol created the statue of this Belgian missionary that stands in front of the state capitol building. It's probably been had rocks.
St. Thomas?
Let's have a look. You got any idea, Colin?
I have no idea. I'm just shooting out a missionary.
Oh no.
Father something. Father Damien. Oh, good old Father Damien. Who knows who that is? Doesn't sound Belgian either. Colin, what would you like?
I'm going to go back to
rituals.
No, I'm going to stay here. Oahu.
Oahu.
Okay. Rituals for 400.
400. The Yokozuna ring entering ritual is performed by participants in this sport.
What is sumo?
Sumo is correct.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Good job.
Arigato. Colin.
Oahu for 100.
100. Visitors learn how to make these floral necklaces at
Lace.
Lace.
Brooke, you've got it. Lace is correct.
Yes.
Well,
now that you told me I can just answer it, I'm like, all right, here we go.
What would you like, Brooke? There's 2 left, 200 and 400 Oahus.
Let's just go for 400.
400 Oahu. A chocolate replica of this Oahu volcano is a specialty of Honolulu's Bali by the Sea restaurant. So we just need to know the volcano which is on Oahu.
Oh.
Now this should be something when I see the answer I'll know it, but it's got to be a Hawaiian.
Dante's. I don't think
Inferno.
Dante is in Hawaii. There it is. I was just trying to go through my volcano
Mount
movies.
Fuji. What else?
Oh,
Pompeii. Vesuvius.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Let's take a look. It is called Diamond Head.
Oh, see? Nope.
Oh, is that why the heavy metal band named themselves that? Well, actually, maybe not, because diamond heads are used on tools.
Julian,
Colin.
Is this last question the quadruple point?
No, Colin. It's just 200.
The daily quadruple.
No daily doubles. Actually, we can do them, but I can't be bothered. The beachfront home used as Robin Master's estate on this TV series lies on the Oahu East Shore. Okay, used as Robin. Okay, think of a TV show.
The lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Okay. Now, my clue would be think of a famous TV show from the 70s based in Hawaii.
Oh, I know it. Oh,
I don't know.
Like the Love Boat?
With the car, the Magnum.
Okay, that's what I got.
Oh, Magnum PI, yeah.
But I don't know. So I'll give it to you if you get it, Colin. Magnum PI is correct.
Magnum PI.
Well done.
Good job.
A great game. Everyone got some correct. Brooke was sitting on a few answers there that she may have known, but nevertheless, well played.
I didn't know I could say it.
Well played, both of you.
But I still think Colin would have beat me.
Yeah,
but I would have probably gotten a little bit
pulling
higher.
answers out like I had no idea, and even it seemed like he had no idea. Then he would get it correct. He's got a hard drive in that brain of his with lots of answers.
I can't see this. So what's the final score? What's the
Final score is 3,300
A lot.
versus 900. Well done. All right.
I got on the board.
Colin as the winner. You
So
can,
Julian, do I send you my?
Sorry?
Do I send you my PayPal?
Yes, the check will be in the mail, but don't drop it because it will bounce. All right, Colin, tell us a little bit about what you're up to. You are a coach, and tell us a bit about what you do and who you help, and why did you get into coaching? Go.
Yeah. So Julian, Brooke, let me first say that this has been one of my most exciting podcasts. Very different format. So Julian, I appreciate it. Brooke, great to know you. And earlier, Brooke and I were talking to each other about what we do and who we do it for. And as you see on the screen here, I am a life coach, and I'm proud to say that I'm a life coach because ever since COVID, there has been a definite shift in people looking at how they manage their mental health. A lot more people are willing now to openly talk about it, which means people want to get help. However, some people are very still concerned about saying they want to see a counselor, they want to see a specialist, and that's where coaching comes in. And not because it's better than seeing a therapist or counselor, only because it may be a little easier for people to transition to that.
Hey, Colin, that's a great perspective. I've never thought of that, but there is a big stigma with going and seeing a psychologist or something. But if you can go and see like a coach, and then you feel like, hey, this is good, this person might be able to help me, and it's a good little gateway to getting help and speaking to someone. That's awesome. And what was were you doing this already prior to COVID, or did this come about because you saw an area where you could help?
Yeah, so I started coaching back in 2015 when I was working with IBM, and that was more coaching their leaders, which was great. But the goal there was to make the clients, the coachees, more valuable employees, not to help the coachees improve their lives. So when I left IBM, I was fortunate enough to be able to start my coaching training consulting company. And going back to your question, what is strange is during COVID, I was very fortunate enough to be able to be in a position to help more people because more people wanted to get some help, especially here in Shanghai. I think you guys saw on TV just what happened in Shanghai in the second round of COVID, where we were literally on lockdown, and it led to a lot of stress, anxiety, and whatnot. So during that time, I was able to coach more people, and what that did, it just opened my eyes to the different challenges different people were going through. So it was sort of like a rapid training, like a rapid training to really upskill to be able to help more people. So COVID, from my side, helped me to support more people. And we're now seeing people who are still looking, as you mentioned, with coaching, because coaching focuses on the future, not necessarily the trauma from the past.
Awesome. And Colin, do you coach expats, or do you coach locals mostly?
Yeah, primarily, I would say probably 60% expats and 40% local Chinese. Reason being, and when we do expats, it's primarily educators. Educators are the number one employer here. And due to COVID and the shift in foreigners leaving, which changed the environment in international schools, now it's less foreigners and more, I would say, U.S. or foreign passport holding Chinese, which is very different in the school environment than it was before when you had your traditional foreigners. But also Chinese who really still don't feel comfortable getting coaching from Chinese because it's not one thing to talk about. The Chinese culture, you don't really talk about emotions and feelings and whatnot. So they're not comfortable going to a Chinese coach. They want to go to a foreigner who may have a different mindset and perspective on what they're going through.
And I imagine it's like this guy is not, he doesn't know my neighborhood and my family, so he's not going to tell them all of my secrets, I suppose. You'd feel there's more confidentiality. So you speak, how's your Mandarin?
可以说一点点.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Is that what you said?
Yeah. No, I said I can speak a little. I can, people say, you've been in China 16 years. How come you can't speak Chinese? Well, you don't need Chinese. There's so much English here that you can you can survive here speaking English. It does cut down on getting to know Chinese people deeply. But my wife is Chinese. My kids have Chinese, but English, it gets you by here.
Yeah, and they really want to learn English, so they want you. They don't want you speaking Mandarin, as what I've been told. They want to speak to you in English and to try and help improve their conversational speaking.
Well, not necessarily when it comes for coaching. When they come for coaching, they want to really focus on what their goals are or what improvements they want. So it's not much about English. It's more about, how can we work together to really make improvements in our lives from where we are today. So it's really primarily focused on what is your goal, what is the reality of where you are now, what's preventing you from reaching that, and let's go ahead and talk about how to move forward.
Do you so how long have you been living in China? 16 years? Do you
Yeah, I've been here for 16 years. I first came here. Go ahead.
I was going to say, are there many Westerners around? Do you get followed by people when you walk around China? You know what I mean? Like it's a novelty, or
Have ever been followed? No, not in Shanghai.
No,
and
very
most folks wouldn't follow you. They just try to record you on the phones. No. So if you go to a smaller city, like smaller city, people may want to take a picture. This is years ago. Now, not so much because China has opened up so much in the last few years. You see foreigners in a lot of different places, so there's no shock value anymore.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very interesting. And so, do you do your coaching online, or what percentage of it is online versus in Shanghai?
Yeah, so, well, I'll say online versus in person. So right now, and this definitely shifted during COVID, and I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing, but from the perspective of a client, it doesn't matter. About 90% of my coaching now is online, even with clients who are in Shanghai. And it's really because clients now are much more comfortable coaching online. And as a coach, we always prefer face-to-face. But that's my desire. That's what I want. It's always about what the client wants. So if the client is more comfortable online, then online is fine. So we coach online, but it also allows me to impact more people because I'm not tied just to people here in Shanghai.
Yeah, and it's like COVID forced the whole Zoom thing to become mainstream. I remember there was never before you would see court cases and judges speaking to defendants on Zoom, and now that's just common, which is incredible. And people are just a lot more comfortable, so it's good for people. I think I like it as well. I understand the coach maybe wants to have a bit more of a personal feel, but that's very interesting. That's Colin C. Thompson. And what types of people?
Hey, Julian, one thing, let me add one thing. Mm-hmm. One thing that people aren't aware of that coaches now must deal with is, okay, if we're coaching online, how do I do my lighting? Right? All these technical things that were never issues before. So if you're coaching in the evening where I am now, You got to have lights up. You got to watch the shadows, which is very different because now you're thinking about the lighting instead of your client. And
I got you.
We never had to worry about that before. So a lot of different things that weren't part of the coaching process are now part of the coaching process when you're going online.
Yeah, all the technical stuff. Still, I think it's a lot easier. Well, that's great. I wanted to ask you, Colin, what types of people are you talking to? Are you talking to people in specific industries? Are you talking mostly to men? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So my larger umbrella is mid-career professionals, but if you come down one level, I focus right now on educators. And again, because here in China, the number one employer of foreigners are international schools, bilingual schools, universities. So about 2 years ago, I noticed almost all my clients are teachers or administrators in education. So I decided then to pivot toward focusing on educators because, again, they're the ones who are really struggling. And educators were very, very happy 2018 before. After that, even now, the environment is so different that educators now are struggling, feeling trapped because they love teaching, but the teaching environment is now very, very different because there are less international students in international schools. And then when you have more of one country students in a school, the curriculum sort of shifts, which is not what teachers want. They want to be able to teach the international curriculum, and now it's different. So a lot of teachers here are really looking at how can I either leave teaching, but hold on now, if they leave, the visa issues, so it gets very complicated. So I help a lot of educators look at how can they make the most of where they are.
Awesome. Well, that's great. If you want to have a chat to Colin, his website's in the show notes, colincthompson.com. Thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you.
All right, let's pop over to Brooke Greening. Now, Brooke, you're a sales trainer, is that correct? Tell us about what led you down the path of sales and then to eventually training salespeople.
Yeah, so I do. I help specifically with business owners and their teams when they're really trying to grow their sales, but they don't want to be salesy or manipulative, not really into that sales bro mentality type of situation. And so I have a background actually in counseling. I have a master's in counseling, and I've done sales for over 20 years, and a lot of it was helping people in really tough situations. And so I really believe that you need to be able to serve your customers in your sales conversations. Especially when we're also talking about those higher ticket items, there needs to be a way that you frame your conversations from the very beginning. Otherwise, it's not going to go well. And so we created the service framework to be able to help people in their sales conversations so that they could continue to grow their businesses.
This is one of those things that is such a skill that if you don't know, you really have no idea. And a lot of the time people are selling, like you said, reasonably large expenses. What is it that people do wrong that you see that is just not going to work?
Yeah, they talk too much. they open it up. They may ask one question, and then we call it like they slip patch. They pitch slap them, and they just go right into exactly what they're trying to sell, and that never works. That doesn't work in a regular conversation, and that doesn't work in a sales conversation. So that's the very first thing in regards to our service framework, teaching people how to be able to lead the conversation without actually talking.
Yes, I get you. So it's not so much as doing a sales pitch, you're just barreling that off at somebody. It's more about maybe asking questions and having a conversation. Yeah. And yeah, it's like, do you think that you can actually make everybody become a good salesperson?
That is a great question. I have had some doozies.
Because I think that you can't. I think you can improve people, but some people...
I think they can improve.
Yeah.
I think to answer your question, Julian, I can help them to see how it can be a way of being able to serve others instead of feeling that manipulative type of pushy salesy vibe, but they still may not like sales, and that is okay. Like, people are geared towards different things, but where I come in, I help them to say, okay, this is going well. This is where it's beginning to struggle. And I help them to build their confidence in their sales ability. And then they can decide from there, yes, I really want to keep going, or no, I'd rather bring on a team and then have you train the team to do this so I don't have to.
Yes, so that was going to be my next question. What percentage of people are kind of solo operators versus ones that have a sales team?
Yeah, a lot of them have teams, but they might not have like a huge sales team. So I have 3 different offerings that I have. So my first one is like a group coaching. It's called the Sales Accelerator Lab. It's for 4 weeks and it's in a small group. It's up to 10 people, and that's $9.97, and I run it every month. And so we're going to offer it during the day and in the evening to be able to accommodate people's schedule. Then we go into one-on-one.
No, sorry, I was just joking.
What did you say? No, $9.97. Then we go into one-on-one, and then I go into training their sales teams. So I've trained universities before in their admissions teams, and I've trained business owners. I tell people this because I'm a marketing consultant and I'm a sales coach. I got certified through StoryBrand about 5 years ago, and so you have to have both marketing and sales for it to work. And I just share with people, if you have leads, I can help you make sales pretty quickly, because we can start to look at how you're having your conversations, what's your intentional follow-up, those types of things. If you don't have any leads, I can still help you make sales, but it is going to take longer, because now we have to build up who you're actually talking to. Because if you don't have people you're talking to, you're not going to be making sales. And the people that I help with what they're doing.
What's the best way to get leads, in your opinion, for most people?
Well, I think you have to have some sort of system. So you need to be able to know who is it that you're trying to reach, and then you need to be consistent in that. So no matter what you're doing, you need to be consistent in it, whether it's podcasts and you're gaining your leads from that, whether you're blogging, whether you're doing social media. As you're doing all of them and you're putting them together, you just want them to be working together so that it's leading your customer through the journey. We call it like curiosity, enlightenment, and commitment. And so a lot of times people are just like, I talk to them, they need to buy from me. That's not how that works.
You know what? I think one of your best points in this is being a female salesperson, because it's such a male-dominated industry, and women are terrified of selling, but they are often amazing salespeople, but they don't realize it. I've seen some of the best salespeople have been ladies in industries where they're the only woman, and they just absolutely kill it. And so do you find that you are attracting a lot of women that you help?
I do have a lot of ladies that come to me because they'll say, I know I need sales training, but I don't want that type of sales training. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to manipulate. Because it's their brand. And like what Colin talks about, like everything is... when it's your brand and you're building your business, everything is connected to that. So you get really careful in regards to how you're going to market it, what you're going to say, how you're going to come across. And so then people get nervous and they look out into the world and like, here's all of this sales training. But it's like, I don't want to do that. They die a little bit inside. They're just like, that's not me. That's not how I want to be able to talk to people. And so I really encourage them. One, you don't need to do that, and you can serve your customers and make a lot of sales. You can be really good at sales and not have to do all of those gimmicks.
Yeah, 100%. And there are other ways of doing it, and there are different skill sets. Then it's not all just kind of Wolf of Wall Street on the phones type thing.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's very exciting. And do you go around to people's businesses, or do you do it online? Or do you
so I do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yep. So I do speaking engagements. So people have asked me to speak at summits and things like that. I love being able to do that. So I'd love to be able to do that if that would be helpful for people. But I also do a lot of online. But then if people need me to come to them, I do that as well. I do have a resource for the audience if it would be helpful. We've created a sales conversation assessment just to help people know where they're at in their sales conversations. And so that's completely free. So if they would like to be able to have that, I'm happy to share that link with them.
Yes. Can they find it on the website?
They absolutely can. Yes.
Have I got that link on the screen now?
You're on my sales page right now, and so it would probably pop up at the bottom of it. But it's building
popped up and I closed it. Yeah. So the link's in the show notes. Just have a look at that and have a look at the sales conversation resource. And it's a good thing to sort of get an idea of what's involved and have a chat to Brooke as well, because I can tell Brooke's not, going to trying to sell you something that's not suitable for you. Just have a chat to her, and especially if you've got a lot of fear and anxiety, because look, it is terrifying at first in this selling, and how do I do it, and you feel gross and all of that, and then you work out how to do it in a way that people actually they quite like hearing from you. You need training with this. This is one of those things where you save yourself years of failure if by just trying to learn it all yourself. Having a trainer, and Brooke's got some great offerings. $9.97 was the first one, and some other more complicated ones if there's groups and all of that. So have a chat to Brooke, and especially not especially, but ladies out there as well, if you are facing that challenge, which I know is men seem to be able to just kind of BS their way into things, and women will not do that. They want to know how to do it before they do it. And have a chat to Brooke Greening. Thank you very much, Brooke.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. I'm going to wrap things up there. Thanks, everyone, for playing, and the guests were wonderful. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Hey, Julian, can I just before we close?
No, the time's up. That's it. No, just kidding. Yes.
Because Brooke, you gave me notes. Okay, just your short time. Right, I got a lot of notes. Curiosity to enlightenment to commitment, wonderful. And I get what you're saying there. So thank you for sharing that with me. I get it, so I'm quite sure that everybody else listening would appreciate it as well.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's my pleasure. That actually comes from the Marketing Made Simple book. It's a book. It's called Marketing Made Simple by Dr. J.J. Peterson and Donald Miller, and it talks about that. So when people are trying to figure out how to figure out their marketing, the best thing is to be consistent, but to have it be simple is really important. Yeah. So I'm glad that was helpful for you. Colin, I'd love to connect with you if we can, if you'd be able to. Sorry, Julian, I just don't know if we hop off. I'll never be able to.
I'm going to wrap this up, and then you can do that after.